Is that a... What might...
The Undone? Visit any...
There you are, finally. Now we can begin.
This is your army? Were I still in possession of my true form, the ground would shake with my laughter.
I was not finished.
This we can work with. I know a spot where you can open a portal into Dagon City.
Very good, Aarox. Come, mortal. We have plans to finalize.
I understand that Mehrunes Dagon failed to learn his lesson the first time. So be it. I am nothing if not a patient teacher. Rian and Keshu dealt with the Waking Flame adherents who revealed themselves in Blackwood, so I devoted myself to those who hoped to remain in the shadows. I must look after the Dark Brotherhood's good name, after all.
I have found that the fight for the nest sometimes begins at the border of the swamp, but this is certainly the farthest I have traveled to defend my home. I am ready to fight at your side again. Gideon fares well. Many of those who secretly served Vondacia tried to creep back into their burrows after Fort Redmane, but my Blackfens are good at digging up mud crabs of the two-legged sort. They cannot escape justice by hiding. The leader who would stand in front of her people must be ready to share their dangers. Where else do I belong, if not here? When do I stand and fight, if not now?
I have to admit, I thought we finished our business with Mehrunes Dagon at Fort Redmane. Oh well. It's an honor to fight beside you again, mercenary. We've had no more trouble with apocalyptic cults since the defeat of Vondacia and the Waking Flame. And between the Ivory Brigade and the Black Fin Legion, we've kept Blackwood safe. Truth be told, it's been rather boring. Don't mistake my bravado for foolishness. Your ally Lyranth explained the stakes of the game to me. I'll see this through to victory or die in the attempt. You can count on no less from me.
Champion. As promised, the Bladebearer clan will fight by your side. A magnificent battle awaits us within Destruction's solace. Many will surely die. It is invigorating. Your allies stand by your side, honored to lay down their lives for you. Tell me, are you truly prepared for this? Good. You will need that conviction in order to emerge victorious. Do not let your stance waver, even for an instant. If you allow yourself even a shred of weakness, Mehrunes Dagon will exploit it. Of that you can be certain.
Well, here we are. It's strange remembering how all this started, but we're going to end it now, right? We'll stop Sombrin, and we'll stop Mehrunes Dagon, too. Great. It'll be easy. We'll just sneak right in and pop Sombrin and Mehrunes Dagon right on the nose. It's just like that time when Investigator Vale... Huh. You know, I don't think Investigator Vale ever dealt with the Daedric Prince.
You've made many allies. I shouldn't be surprised. I'm sorry I can't join you in this fight. I wouldn't be much use to you without my power. And I'm not sure I want to see how this ends anyway. It will be too painful. I know. I trust you. It's hard, though. I still care for him. We were all each other had for a time. But I'm under no illusions. I know he's beyond saving. He's no longer the Sombran I once knew.
This is a pretty Lyrinth didn't seem too... And I think she underestimated your influence on people. I've never taken on a Daedric prince before, so I can't say for sure. But I'd put my gold on us. If anyone can find a way to stop Mehrunes Dagon, it's you. You'll see this through. And I'll be right by your side when we face Sombran.
Even facing terrible and certain death, your allies come! You have built this army. Now you must lead it to glory! My whiskers quiver in anticipation of the coming battle! Oh, not at all. But the attempt will be glorious. I mean, of course, Master. It will be difficult, but I will be there to assist you. Right up until the very end.
Let's see what's around the next bend.
I gathered allies, those who have fought by your side in the past. You've certainly accumulated a lot of them in your travels. Let us hope that between them and the Daedrat's knowledge of the fortress, it will be enough. I will open a portal to get us inside the walls of the city, as Aarox suggests. After that, our allies deal with the bulk of Solus's defenses, while we try to intercept Sombran before he turns over his power to Mehrunes Dagon. Optimism will serve us better than pessimism in this, mortal. But the sooner we begin, the better. Take a moment to speak with your allies if you want. Then let me know when you are ready.
Pay heed to Aarox the Mutilator, Daedra and mortals! Make haste to Destruction Solace! It lies west of here, where the Sever becomes the Burn! To glory!
Remember, we need to find Sombran so the Anchorite can take his power.
Let's hit the trail.
gates are undefended. Is that normal?
No. Never. Master! Be careful. I smell a trap.
Did you expect to battle my legions? Foolish mortals. I have already won.
Hey! What's happening? Run!
Relax, mortal. I have you. I was barely able to get a hold of you before the spell dispersed you along with the others. I was a fool to think we could challenge a Daedric prince. Mehrunes Dagon is one step ahead of us and we've already lost. Fighting for their lives, scattered to the far corners of this fortress, no doubt. You do not possibly have time to find them all. Mehrunes Dagon seeks to distract you from reaching Sombren. Do not lose sight of that goal. Good luck, little mortal. We have reached that point we knew was coming. The place where our paths diverge. You must deal with Sombren for the sake of your world, while I seek the knowledge I came here to acquire. I think I know what Dagon has planned, though. Complete the bargain made with the Longhouse Emperors. He will use Sombren to access Nirn, then take back the power of the Ambitions in order to merge your world with the Deadlands. It was his plan all along. I do hope you survive, mortal. Your needs are irrelevant and no longer my concern. Find your way through the fog. Perhaps you can gather your allies along the way. Remember, you must defeat Sombren and employ the Egonimic against Mehrunes Dagon before he merges the worlds.
That's the last of them.
Ran ahead. I can see a door on the other side. Keep going!
planning to eat that, right?
You made it. Great. Come on. Sombren is close. I can sense him.
You are insects. Less than insects. With the power of the ambitions, soon Nern shall be mine.
Get down! Stay low!
This way. Follow me.
Soon the pact will be fulfilled. My victory is inevitable. What was freely given has nurtured, and will be freely returned.
No remorse!
Go, Master! I will shred the feet of any who pursue you! Hurry, Master! Do not stop on my account! You must prevent Sombren from giving his power to Mehrunes Dagon!
Sombren, when I begin emerging, I will need the power of the ambitions to complete it. Sombren, open the portal to Nern. Forward, my warriors. The way to the mortal realm is clear.
Yes, Lord Dagon. Your will is my command.
No! I can't him! He's too powerful. One moment. I will gather your allies.
That was brutal. Is anyone hurt?
The Blade Bearers are here, Neranth.
Mehrunes Dagon's assault on Nern has begun. You have one chance to stop him from taking the mortal world. Do not waste it. Sombren is transferring his power to Mehrunes Dagon. We must separate the key from the lock. Free the weapons here and use them to distract Dagon as you get closer to Sombrin. Go. You must reach Sombrin.
With you, champion. We will defeat them together. More beasts incoming. Be ready. Well done, champion. Now let us put these weapons to good use.
We will draw Dagon's attention from here. Get to Sombrin.
I hate working for free.
This is your great plan, champion. Throwing pebbles? I will teach you true destruction. There you are. The doomed leader of this pathetic rebellion. Tell me, are your people prepared for your death?
Dagon! I'm the one you want, right? Come and get me! Go! I'll keep Dagon busy.
Married. Have you come to fulfill your purpose?
You can't control me, Dagon!
I will savor your dying breaths.
I choose my own path.
Interfere!
I am the Lord of Fire and Blood.
Dagon, please, help me!
There you are. So this is where you choose to die.
This ends here! I'll pull the Ego Mimic from him. Use it against Dagon.
You will pay for that.
Go! Attack now!
Haste our steel!
Pitiful mortal. You dare strike me.
Keep fighting. I'll be all right.
Feel my fury.
need me!
I'll draw the Ego Mimic out of Sombras. Use it against Dagon! Strike now!
Be free. Arrogant vermin.
Hold on, I need a moment!
Courage brings victory.
Ambition. There is still work to be done.
I will not fail you!
Are you hurt?
Insolent pests. You will fall. Remora, why did you oppose me? Your destruction is inevitable.
Steady there! Now! Deep breaths!
Futile efforts.
I'll draw the Ego Mimic out of Sombras. Use it against Dagon! Strike now!
Do you think you've won? That you could triumph over me? Fools. You have only seen a fraction of my power.
We stand with you, champion.
If you wish to die together, so be it.
We did it! He's gone! Is it really over?
Well done, little mortal. You were successful.
I have the power of all 4 ambitions now. It feels like my head is going to burst.
Then I shall relieve you of it, Anchor.
Aaron, what are you doing?
You have done well, mortals. Your realm is safe. I consider our venture together a success, but we must part ways. That portal will take you back to Wretched Spire. I have what I need. We will not see each other again.
Let's keep our eyes open for
Power
a
of the
tavern where we can
ambitions.
spend that.
She took it all. But the ego mimic worked. We defeated Dagon. We really did it.
Do not fret over the Dremora's deception. It is her nature to be selfish. The battle here is done. Let us return to the Deadlands.
We did it! We really did it! You're incredible, you know that? You took on a Daedric prince and won! Come on, let's get out of here. I want to go celebrate without the stink of this place in my nose.
Lyrinth. She took the power of the ambitions. But we defeated Dagon. The ego mimic worked. I feel like I can finally breathe again.
I'm so used to running off to the next disaster, it feels strange to have a moment of peace. Am I dreaming, or do we really have a moment to breathe?
You're not dreaming. But it is odd, isn't it?
Mehrunes Dagon is defeated, Master. The Deadlands is the plane of change, of revolution. What will become of it while its prince suffers defeat?
You did it! You banished Mehrunes Dagon and saved Tamriel. How does it feel being a big hero and all that? None of this would have been possible without you, you know. You were right there from the very beginning. Absolutely. Tamriel owes us a huge clap on the back, if I do say so myself. It's been a long journey, but we're finally at the end. Let's enjoy this victory. We certainly earned it. And you, most of all. You big hero, you. Now that the dust has settled, I'm not really sure what to do with myself. I suppose we should probably check in with a few people. Word probably travels fast with something this big, but we can't count on that. As many as we can. Let's get everyone in the same place so we can all collectively catch our breath. Everything happened so fast after we kicked Dagon in his ugly face, we didn't really get a chance to talk. Maybe we could all meet in Leowyn? I'd tell you to put up your feet, but I know you better than that by now. You never sit still for long. So I say we head to Fargrave and start by checking in with Kalia and Madam Wim first. We don't even know if they've heard what happened yet. I'll meet you in Fargrave at the House of Wims. Once we talk to Madam Wim and Kalia, we can decide who to track down next. Oh, that. I was trying not to think too hard about it. Thought it might spoil the celebration. Nothing puts a damper on a job well done like a Daedra who you sort of thought was your friend deciding to steal the powers of the ambitions, huh? I don't know, and I'm not sure I want to know. I never really understood why she was helping us in the first place, but I didn't question it. Now I have to wonder if this was her plan all along, and what she's going to do next. That's true, but she's still a Daedra at the end of the day, isn't she? I hope you're right. She was with us every step of the way on our mission to stop Mehrunes Dagon. We couldn't have done it without her help. That has to mean something.
banished Dagon to the depths of the Deadlands. It is as close to death as Daedra can conceive. You have done what many would consider impossible. But he will return eventually. Even I might have considered that impossible before meeting you. No. I care little for what she does with her prize. Neither you nor I have any use for the ambition's power. Why concern yourself needlessly? An interesting question. Afraz is defeated. The waking flame is extinguished. And you, mortal, have dealt Mehrunes Dagon a humiliating blow that he will no doubt remember for eons to come. My kin are avenged. I have many possibilities. No.
What a battle! Glorious! Blood drenches the ground of Destruction Solace, and Mehrunes Dagon's defeat shudders throughout the realm. To witness your triumph was my greatest honor, Master. Ah, excellently. While you pursued Sombrin, I helped the others hold back the forces of Mehrunes Dagon. I lost count of the foes I felled in your name. My whiskers tremble with the memory of their last moments. Just when I thought we might be overwhelmed, a great and sudden force seemed to freeze the Deadlands entirely. Our adversaries halted in their tracks, clearly shaken by the event. We used the distraction to fall back, for we knew the fight was done. Of course, Master. The very foundations of this plane trembled with your might. A legion of Daedric eyes and ears bore witness to your victory. Dagon will never forget such a resounding defeat. It was my honor to be a part of something so monumental. Within this small body beats the massive heart of a titan. You have reminded me that my fight is not yet done, and I can still be of use. I am finished feeling sorry for myself, and hope is not lost. Perhaps one day I can reclaim my true form. Possible. You stormed the gates of Destruction Solace and brought Mehrunes Dagon to his knees. And you brought your allies home safely. Nothing seems impossible after witnessing that. If a cure for this curse exists, I will find it. Just when I thought we might be overwhelmed.
So we're all meeting in Leyawiin, was it? It'll be good to see everyone gathered in one place and safe. We didn't get much of a chance to assess what happened. This will give us a chance to regroup and discuss. No. It's an odd sensation, but not entirely unwelcome. Without them, Mehrunes Dagon will never have reason to hunt me. If Lyrinth desires that burden, she's welcome to it. I'll finally have the peace I sought for so long. A nap first. After that, it's hard to say. Maybe I'll get a chance to explore the mortal world a bit. My part in world-ending prophecies and machinations is done. I'm just myself now. Nothing more, nothing less. That's exciting. I'm sure they'll all sort themselves out over time, but I'm not in a hurry. That chapter of my life is closed. I think it's time for new memories. Maybe even a new name. Who knows? I've never understood Lyrinth's motivations. Sure, she was integral in helping us banish Dagon, but do any of us know why? I shudder to think about what she has planned for all that power. But I doubt we've seen the last of her. Her curiosity about the mortal world will draw her back. She tries to hide it, but in her own way, I think she is fond of us. A nap first. After that? No. It's an odd sensation. I'm sure they'll... So we're all meeting in... Of course. I'd help you and Everly hunt the others down, but I think I need to be alone for a bit. So much has happened, and I feel like I still haven't caught up. Would you two be alright if I take some time for myself? Great. Not that I had any doubts. You and Everly head to Fargrave. Get Madam Wim and Kalia caught up. I'll meet you in Nirn once I've got my head sorted. I don't know if a Daedric prince can ever be gone for good. They're immortal, that's their whole thing. But at the very least, I think Fargrave will be safe from him for a long while. Nirn too. We made sure of that. I'm not really sure. What we learned from the Longhouse Emperors was that it would effectively banish him from Nirn. I would think he'd have turned up in the Deadlands, but it's possible he could be anywhere in Oblivion. I can't imagine she's eager to run into us again after stealing the powers of the Ambitions. Though that would be a normal reaction, and she doesn't exactly have a history of being predictable. I think it's impossible to say for sure. I don't know if a Daedric prince...
You did well, regardless of where the powers of the Ambitions now rest.
I agree. You defeated Mehrunes Dagon. That's incredible.
And there's the hero of the moment.
The small wood elf has an oversized persona. Rather like a Banekin, I suppose. She informed me of the rendezvous in Leowin. Kalia and I will be sure to attend. There is something I'd like to bring to your attention first. There have been strange magical occurrences in the city. They started quite recently, and while I do not know for sure, I have a theory about these incidents. After hearing what transpired in Sundercliff, I believe they may be connected to Lyranth. The little wood elf told us that Lyranth stole the power of the ambitions. Even for someone as capable as Lyranth, all of that energy could be overwhelming. That kind of power is volatile. It may leak from her core until she manages to control it. I cannot say for certain, but if I am correct, it means Lyranth is somewhere in Fargrave. And it will only be a matter of time before she learns to wield that power without leaving a trail. This may be your last chance to speak with her. I do not know if you will find Lyranth, but you may as well try. I sent my faithful servant Hezek to investigate the disturbances, though I doubt the fool has found much. Regardless, Kalia and I will meet you and your other allies in Win. Just look around the city for sparkling walls of dancing light. I understand they can be quite beautiful. Or find my servant Hezek. I sent him out to investigate. Either way, you'll run into Lyranth or not. She's stubborn, even for a Dremora.
Lyranth, huh? I'll help you look. Let's meet at the Plaza of Portals in a bit to compare notes.
Stop stuffing your gullet! Madam Will be displeased if we do not keep moving! Oh, it's you. Did Madam Wim send you? Tell her it's not my fault. Our lack of progress. My friend here stopped for a light snack. Yes and no. There are strange wisps about. We have been following them. When I touched one, I saw an apparition of the Dremora. It was Lyranth for certain, but only an echo of her. It must have something to do with the great power she is attempting to control. Follow the wisps, you'll understand what I mean. And keep me from having to face Madam Wim empty-handed.
Even a Dremora of my talents cannot hope to stand alone against the Dagonists and an army of living disasters. You nothing, mortal. As for what I paid, I'd rather not discuss it. point we knew was coming. The place where our paths diverge. Little mortal, come to take in the view? I had a feeling you would not rest until you found me, little mortal. I skirted the wood elf earlier, but I know better than to keep you from your goal. I assume you wish to speak with me. So, speak. Steal? Destron is dead, Sombren is dead, and Kalia was already stripped of hers. I stole nothing. As for the anchorite, she is better off without them. She should thank me for removing that shackle to her past. My plan? I started out looking to learn a secret. Where my search would lead, I had no clue. But yes, the more we uncovered, the more I grew interested in the ambition's power. The ability to shift destinies. What happens next? Not your concern. Oh, but it does. Where I walk next, no mortal has even ventured. Possibly no Daedra either, for that matter. I will not allow anyone to stand in my way. Not even you. It is time to let me go, little mortal. Mortals. Always asking questions that do not require answers. But I cannot discount your role in helping me achieve my goals, so I suppose I can try to satisfy your curiosity. Go ahead. Ask what you will. To fulfill a promise made a long, long time ago, little mortal. And that is all I will speak of it. We are no longer allies. I do not see the point. My part in this is finished, and I am satisfied. There is nothing further I need from them, or from you. I'm not a prophet, mortal. Seeing the future is not among my many abilities. But the whorls and eddies of existence carry us together and apart in their courses. None can truly know when we will meet again. You have been quite useful, little mortal. You have my thanks, for what it is worth. Wherever I go next, do not attempt to follow. Our paths must diverge, at least for now.
I come here to think and...
Did you have any luck? I looked everywhere and talked to everyone I could find. I even gave someone one of my arrows, and then he ran off with it. Ugh, this place. Did you find Lyrinth? I'm at the end of my branch here. Maybe that's for the best. Lyrinth worked as hard as any of us to stop Mehrunes Dagon, but we all understood she wasn't doing it for Nirn's sake. I'm almost afraid to ask. But did she say why she took the power of the ambitions? Figures. Maybe it's silly, but I was hoping for a little reassurance that we didn't just unleash a new threat on the world directly after banishing another. I have a bad feeling about all of this, but there's not much we can do. You're right. Let's just hope it doesn't come back to bite us anytime soon. Come on, we should get to Leowin. The others should be gathering, and I'll pick up any stragglers we missed on the way. Meet you there?
You looking for...
Greetings! Bare feet.
There you are. Good, you're here. I was afraid this crowd would turn ravenous if they had to wait any longer. Don't be alarmed. Looks like everyone's in a good mood. Though I think there's a few more people here than expected. Apparently, word spread faster than we thought. When I got here, there were already people gathered. Everyone knows what we did in Sundercliff. Everly's trying to muster the courage to say something to all of them, but she could use a little help. Everly's a little nervous. That wood elf can stare down a Daedric prince without blinking, but public speaking? There is the thought. She could use your help. Good question. I have my memories back, no strange ambition powers to speak of, and nothing riding on my shoulders. I could do anything. I think I'm going to stay close to Kalia for a bit. Tamriel is new to both of us. We can navigate it together. Of course, it's my home, or at least the closest thing I've ever had to one. But I'm excited to familiarize myself with Tamriel. There's so much I don't know. Besides, having Kalia as a travel companion will be nice. We could both use the company.
Many have come to witness the hero who defeated Mehrunes Dagon. Word of your success has spread far and wide, Master. If any more of these mortals attempt to pet me, I will not be responsible for what happens next. Though I am grieved to no longer travel at your side, I must return to the Celestial Palanquin. Madam Wim has agreed to assist me in searching for another way to release me from this cursed form. Perhaps it is too much to hope for, but I must try.
Look at all these people. I wasn't expecting this. I guess it's not that surprising. You've got a habit of bringing all sorts together, don't you? I think they want a speech or something. I can't stick arrows in a speech. What do I say? Thanks to you, more like. Sure, everyone here played a part, but no one would be left standing if you hadn't been there. You're the reason Tamriel is safe. I look up to you, you know. You deserve so much more than this. But here, take it. People? Daedra? Everyone? I'm not particularly great at speeches, so I'll get this over with. Mehrunes Dagon tried to take Tamriel for himself, but we sent his ruddy ass back to oblivion. Now, there's one person who's been in this fight since the start of it, and I want to make sure they get their due. Take a bow, you. Blackwood deserves to celebrate its hero.
I am impressed with you, mortal. You did something many thought was impossible, and are still standing at the end of it. When you first brightened the door of the House of Whims, I thought there was something special about you. Something intoxicating. Business, as always. Clients come and go, and come again. Oblivion will shudder for a time with the echo of Mehrunes Dagon's defeat, but it changes little for me. The House of Whims will always provide for those who have need of it.
This is a grand day, Master. I am honored to be here to witness it. And should you ever have need of my fangs or claws, you will always have them. Though I am grieved to no longer travel at your side, I must return to the Celestial Palanquin. Madam Whim has agreed to assist me in searching for another way to release me from this cursed form. Perhaps it is too much to hope for, but I must try.
Mehrunes Dagon, defeated by mortals. I did not think such a thing was possible. Madam Whim seems pleased. Perhaps that will make my existence under her more bearable.
The tales of our battles and victories will be known to all blade bearers henceforth. They will be recited with the utmost pride. You called, we answered. Though I do not know if the mortals of Leowyn approve of our presence. It came as quite a shock to those that witnessed our arrival. We will return to Oblivion quickly after this is through, do not worry.
Twice now you have saved the people of Blackwood, and perhaps all of Tamriel, from the devastation of Mehrunes Dagon. Forgive me if I say that I hope we do not meet this way again. Blackwood is at peace. I can lay down my sword for a time and spend my days building something new instead of fighting to save what is already here. Although, I think I will begin by building better walls in Gideon, just in case.
Once again, I believe my work here is done. But if it turns out that Mehrunes Dagon needs yet another sharp lesson, I hope you'll think of me. On the contrary, thank you. The destruction of Tamriel would have been bad for business. I'm grateful for the opportunity to have helped you avert that disaster. Just wish I'd had a proper contract to go along with it.
This day belongs to you, friend. I can't imagine how we would have stopped Vondacia or Mehrunes Dagon without your help. I fought for my home and my people. Any soldier would do as much. But you, my friend, had the courage to take up a cause that wasn't yours and face dangers beyond this world. And all for the sake of strangers. I salute you.
I still remember the day you appeared in our vault. I was so scared back then. It felt like everything I knew was burning to ash. I've grown a lot since then, and I have you to thank for that. It feels like my life is finally just beginning. I grew up hidden away from the world, as did the Anchorite. We've decided to travel Tamriel together for the time being. I think of her as a sister, but one I don't know especially well. I'm looking forward to learning more about her.
It's nice to be able to celebrate something. Though I can't stop thinking about Lyrinth, out there with all that power. I know I'll be sleeping with one eye open for a good long while. But I'm glad I can count on you after all this. Good question. I have my memories back, no strange ambition powers to speak of, and nothing riding on my shoulders. Of course, it's my home.
Well, what a journey. Investigator Vale would be proud of us, don't you think? I wouldn't have wanted to save the world with anyone else besides you. We make a pretty great team. Who knows? Maybe I'll find some new world-ending mess to get myself into. I've got a taste for it now. I'm going to miss you. But I'm sure our paths will cross again. The two of us never stay out of trouble for long.
Is there something I can do? I'm listening. I trust you. There aren't many people. What can I do for you? I'm listening. I've had some mage training, so I'm pretty handy with the destruction staff. I'm also a decent sword and board man. You know, one-handed weapon and shield. How can I help? Cities are as alive, fickle, and uncertain as people. Some are good, some are bad. Some give you gifts, others rob you blind.
I cannot complain, but that does not seem to stop me. bowstring broke. That's bad luck, that is.